Okay guys, welcome back to another Rare Pet WoW video. And sadly we are now moving on from our rare cats. We're actually moving on to the Aquiris now because we actually finished our rare cat collection. The reason I did it was because I wanted to continue where I left off 15 years ago. Also did some remakes as well of some of the older ones. Obviously one of my favorites being rak'shiri, but it's actually not a unique skin anymore. Not sure if it ever was, but I had a video of it 15 years ago anyway. So now and by the way, if you do want to watch those, you're not that interested in the Aquiris, but they are pretty cool looking anyway. But I will be getting all the Aquiris. But if you are interested in seeing some of my previous stuff, hop on to the channel and have a look because some of it is really good content. So yeah, I say some. Why am I putting myself down? All of it is really good content. Like every single video, phenomenal quality, phenomenal commentary. But today we are now focusing on. We're focusing on Qu'Rik. They all got weird names. Must be like the area they're from. So yeah, in this episode, I aim to show you where it's located, the sort of the way to get there. Um, in obviously the newest expansion, I do all these videos with the newest expansion, so I'll show you how to get there, and as is with all my videos, how to tame each one. So yeah, stay tuned. The start of a new, I says it's the start. It's not really the start of a new one, but it's the second episode of the Aquaris. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Okay, so here is Qu'Rik. It is an Aquiri, a type of Aquiri. It's one of the lower leveled ones. So what I'm doing is I'm going through sort of from the bottom and working my way up to the highest level one. So the skin's actually called a damaged orange silithid colossus. So when you see it, it's absolutely gigantic, pretty intimidating. But you wouldn't think you could tame them, but you can. Um, as you can see, the difference between Chem and Qu'Rik is that Chem is like more purple, sort of pinky, and this one is more orange. So, um, yeah, I always think they kind of look kind of bug-like. They kind of remind me, what, like, like the film Starship Troopers. They kind of like those things. I just get that vibe. Except with the sort of brain hanging out. It's quite cool. Um, but yeah, so those are the only real differences, really. It's the same kind of skin minus the color. So showing you where it's located now. As you can see, it's sort of in the similar area as well. So Hive So you head there and go to the dot. It's in one of the tunnels by there. So yeah, I did actually have some trouble getting to Silithus again. Because obviously I started off in Felwood. And obviously Felwood is the complete opposite end of Silithus. So yeah, it took some time to get there, but it just yeah. I have actually fast forwarded it again, like I did in the previous video, because no one really wants to see no one really wants to see me flying for like the whole duration. It was like 6-7 minutes. It was crazy. So yeah, got rid of most of that for you guys. Um, Although I could have kept it for the watch time, but I don't think anyone's going to watch it unless you keep it on the background. I wouldn't mind that so much. But anyway, moving on. This is the start of the video now. So obviously we're starting off here in Felwood, and yeah, we're just gonna sort of make our way down. I'm just showing you on the map now. So there it is there. So this is what it looks like sort of in the latest expansion, as I mentioned previously with the video with Kem. It's called The Wound. This huge, like if you've probably all seen the cinematic with that. Again, don't quote me on this. Like that sort of godlike creature sort of stabs the sword he's got all the way through the earth, and he stabs it into Silithus. So yeah, um, and that's why you have to kind of go back in time to get there. So as you can see, look, I was trying to find the right flight master because there isn't one in Silithus at the moment. As it is in the latest expansion, but I thought I've got a choice here. Really, I can either go to I can either go to Ungoro Crater or Feralis and just fly over from Feralis. But if you go to Ungoro Crater, there's actually a path that would lead you there without needing a flying mount. So I went there just to show you guys, but I ended up flying anyway, so in the end it was kind of pointless. But regardless, yeah, so yeah, and plus I kind of wanted to see Ungoro Crater anyway because it's such a cool place. I always wanted to go there. I remember when I used to play it, I used to love there because always heard about these dinosaurs and stuff, and like, what? You can tame dinosaurs? But yeah, I'll show you a bit about that later. I suppose we'll be getting to the devil saws eventually. There will be a collection about that. I've heard rumors that it's a really difficult one to obtain, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. And it's someone that sent me a join a guild request then. Yeah, bugger that. I'm not joining a guild. I don't play it often enough to join a guild. Anyway, I've sort of stopped. Well, I stopped sort of fast forwarding it here because I knew I wasn't that far away. What bugs me though is that the journey here actually takes you into Silithus. I'm like, well, if you're taking me into Silithus, can't you just drop me off somewhere? I mean, there might be a way I could just drop off the mount here, but I didn't know that. But it's just weird. See the wound there? I think I pan out and sort of show you guys what it looks like. But that's the sword that was sort of stabbed into the mantle there, and it kind of just destroyed all of Silithus. So there, see, really cool. But yeah, so it's literally nothing there now. I mean, it wasn't the best looking place anyway, but if you just keep traveling along here, eventually it'll take you to Ungoro Crater, and from Ungoro Crater I think it was the mossy, I can't remember what it was called now. It was like the mossy one, and it's the closest to Silithus obviously. But yeah, I've got some good memories with Ungoro Crater though. I know there was quite a lot of quests there actually. I remember being so excited to go there because I didn't know how to get there for ages. I was like, what is this tiny place here? And I remember always wanting to go there, and when I got there I was just in awe. What a cool place. It just definitely gives you like Jurassic Park vibes without the park. Just dinosaurs, like more like Jurassic World then really. Like Isla Sorna or Isla Nublar. One of them. It's just them roaming around, and it's a really, really, really awesome place. Like definitely one of my favorite areas. So yeah, any excuse to fly there and get to, you know, just any excuse to see it all again really. Okay, something I absolutely completely forgot to do was show you guys where the closest stablemaster was. If you haven't gone back in time in Silithus yet, the closest one is in Feralis, and you'll kind of have to fly over from there. Whether you want to go to Ungoro Crater or not is up to you. So yes, go here. I've shown it on the map as well. Okay. So on the flip side, you can also there's also a flight master in Silithus as well. So if you've already spoken to the lady in Silithus who sort of takes you back in time, you can go to Centaurian Hold, I want to say it's called. There's one flight master. You go there. I'm taking you there now, just showing you. So go here. This is the closest stable master, and yeah, a lot easier if you go from here. I completely forgot. So that was an error on my part. So yeah, so you just go here, and I can see the stablemaster on the map. So just head down here, just like in the chem video. You move over, and it's the night elf character there. So speak to them, and you know, stable your pet if you want. You know, if not, you can just abandon them, do whatever you want, as long as you have space for another pet. Obviously, this was after I'd tamed it, so yeah, just showing you guys anyway. So there we go. Just showing you now how to get to Silithus from here. So I end up just flying there, using my bronze drake because I just found it easier. I know most of you probably do have access to a flying mount at this point, but I do show you on the map how you can get there. See, I Okay, maybe I didn't that time. I know I do show it eventually. But yeah, I also, if you can, download the Silver Dragon add-on, and you're able to create waypoints like this. I find it so handy. Being able to, there's the map, see, and I show it on there. See the little path there leading out, and it goes straight into Silithus. So if you don't have a fly mount, you can always go that route. So yeah, so this is Silithus now, what it looks like, and if you fly to this woman here, she will transport you back in time before the wound was made and Silithus was full of Aquiri again. So yeah, this is where I am now. This is, and yeah, you can actually see it on the map now, because you can't actually see it on the map originally, which is confusing for anyone, because you you know, you get this add-on and it's like, well, it's not on the map, it's not showing on the map, and you start panicking, like, is there something wrong? But yeah, I found that in a couple of areas now. I think Darkshore was one, and obviously Silithus is another one. So yeah, head to hive'regal, I think it's called. And yeah, instead of going to where we were last time, we're just gonna head to this tunnel here. Hive'regal, yeah, that's what it's called. So yeah, see, destination reached. So you know it's around by here somewhere. And unlike the other tunnel, which was pretty barren and empty, this one's actually full of Aquiri. Are they called Aquiri? Those bugs? I think that's another rare there. He also might be on my list. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. But yeah, this tunnel's actually got quite a lot of them in. So yeah, I decided to kill a couple on the way, but I end up going into this tunnel now and getting lost, because I thought it was the right way. See, I should have gone right here, but I think I go left at this point. See, let's kill a couple there in the way. Even because they will attack you for some stupid reason. But I think it's only if you directly cross their path. I think it does happen at some point. Like walk into one and it's just like there, see? I'm like, why? Why do that? Why you do this? Yeah, and obviously I'm looking for a way to it now. So I'm thinking, well, I'm looking at my little mini map there, and it's just a circle, and so I obviously went to the wrong area. And see, if I turn left, you're then following the marker. Then I told you I'm not very good at this, like map markers. I'll be terrible at a sort of cartography. Is it cartography? Cartography? I want to say it's cartography, but yeah, head this way and just follow it on the mini map, and it's there pretty, pretty quickly. There it is. See, really easy to find. Doesn't take that long to get to either. So what I decided to do is just, I know they're not going to bother me that much, but I'm going to kill the others surrounding it. And as usual, what I would suggest you do is you like to dismiss your pets and then put your frost trap out and tame. It actually poisoned me. Did you notice that? But yeah, I mean, it's not going to do any kind of significant damage to me anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to sort of showcase it to you guys now, like I would usually do in my videos. So as usual, you would, I mean, if it was a cat, you'd dismiss it just to get Prowl off, but this isn't a cat. It's quite, it's a bit easier to use the Eyes of the Beast then. So yeah, just showing it off in all its glory. Yeah, very similar to Chem, only it's an orange skin. Really, really like. I do find these sort of aesthetically pleasing. Good to look at, aren't they? I love the way they move about. So I'm actually trying to find something to kill at the moment, just to show you guys what it looks like in combat. Tried to kill the beetle, but it wouldn't let me kill the beetle for some reason. And then I remembered I kind of wiped everything out this way, so just go a little bit further and take a couple of these out. Yeah, so they look quite cool when they're in combat as well. See, they attack with the sort of the front two legs. So yeah, that was Qu'Rik then, guys, and this is my character Killerbane. I'm Rayman from Respawn Games, and I hope you enjoyed the video. So remember, guys, to find your prey and stay steady, my fellow hunters. I will see you guys in the next one.